All right, Robin, thank you for that. Well, right now at 5, let's take a look here. We have information leading to the new drone video from Charlotte's SouthPark neighborhood showing the aftermath of last week's deadly 5-alarm construction fire. Some of the first responders who fought those flames say that they still think about those 2 men who died and are dealing with the roller coaster of emotions after battling that massive fire. Queen City News reporter Will Lewis tonight is live from SouthPark. Will, those who you spoke with say that there could have been even more casualties in this fire, and tonight they are still very thankful.
Yeah, that's right, Alicia. They sure are. You know, during that meeting, one firefighter talked about having to slide down the ladder as the flames were getting higher. Another one got very emotional when talking about being able to go home to his family the night after the fire.
Crews say the day a person needs to call 911, it's one of the worst days of their life. Charlotte Fire didn't get that call for help right away.
There was some sort of delay in dialing 911, 5 to 6 minute delay, so we were already behind the 8 ball of that.
That delay is still part of the investigation. When Ladder 6 crews arrived, it was just smoke coming out of the building.
In just a few minutes, everything changed. Smoke got heavier. We started hearing reports of people trapped in the building. So me and my crew transitioned from firefighting role to a rescue role.
One firefighter was standing on the 3rd floor.
I spotted the victims and I heard the screaming. That's when I noticed the conditions of the building start to change. A lot of smoke, heat was coming up to the 3rd floor, meaning that the fire was traveling up. So at that point, I knew that my life was in danger, and I had to jump on the ladder, revert back to my training, slide down, and thankfully Coat was at the bottom to catch me.
On the other side of the building, a crane operator trapped. Firefighters saying that operator actually stayed in the crane, helping people get to safety. But then the fire was creeping up.
You don't get the ability to talk to the guy that you helped save.
Crews kept water on the metal structure, and an emotional Captain Jeff Bright talked to the man for 35 minutes, telling him they will rescue him.
And to talk to him on the radio and him tell you that he's down to his last bottle of water.
The operator, one of 15 people saved, and every responder saying they're still mentally dealing with what took place. They're thankful for the community support, dealing with the fact 2 men died, but as one says, they would go to battle with these men any day of the week.
I've been doing this 29 years in this town. I'm a lifelong Charlottean. I've never seen what they did and what they did. You don't see it every day. We risk it every day, but what they pulled off that day is something unheard of. They saved lives.
Yeah, and all those firefighters saying they're very thankful for the community support. Now, they say this fire is still under investigation, and one of the parts of that investigation is watching the video of this fire to see where the department can improve. We're live in SouthPark. Will Lewis, Queen City News.
Well, thank you for that. In a little more than an hour, the SouthPark community will honor the victims and first responders from the fire. During the SouthPark After 5 concert, community leaders will lead a moment of silence in memory of DeMonte Sherrill and Reuben Holmes, who both died in that fire. The recognition will also spotlight the 30 firefighters on the initial call. Tonight's event gets underway at 6:30 in Symphony Park.